Ja, das ist nicht schlimm.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
She got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it. Say hello to my little friend.
But first, coffee.
Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using big chopstick energy and vortex method. The only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. At the molecular level. That didn't come out right. At the molecular level. Sometimes I need a cup of coffee to be able to say molecular. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started. But first, coffee in basically an insignificant mug. Usually there's some kind of significance to the mugs that I use and the various props in the show. This is just a clean coffee mug. The rest are in the dishwasher. Nice Trader Joe's dark roast. I highly recommend it. What I do is I grind it there, and it's magnificent for percolator, cowboy coffee. Pour through whatever grind you want. You grind it for whatever your purpose is. This was more of a coarse ground coffee for cold brew, and it's wonderful. Oh, that is so good, my lord. That is good. I'm pretty sure it's Lindy Seller's birthday today. I'm pretty sure. And it would be a shame if you went to her channel and told her happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lindy. The fact that 99% of the media in Hollywood is against Trump tells you one thing. He was doing the right thing. Just that alone. If you just look at that fact alone. When you look at all the does, I can't stand them. All of the does and deviants in the media, and the weirdos, the freaks in academia that were just raging about him, tells you he's doing the right thing. That's all. Riding along in my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel, I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile, my curiosity running wild, cruising and playing the radio with no particular place to go. Chuck Berry, 1963. You know you heard that song in your head as I was saying it. This picture always made me laugh. Does this dress make my ass look big? Yes. The other woman says, good. Little Victorian era humor. Some of you will appreciate that. Some of you will be like, what? In that era, the dresses were constructed in such a way to make a woman's bottom look huge. Not like today, where the bottom actually is huge. But it was a dress. And that was a flattering thing back then. I taught acting, modeling, and peak vocal skills for actors for many years. Hundreds of students from 5 years old. I think my youngest was 5, if I'm not mistaken. Just a little kid. And the mom was always on the side watching. That was a lot of fun. But hundreds of those students speak better now. I was very strict with enunciation. That's why there's times where I edit the crap out of this video if a word just blah, 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 fumbles out of my mouth. I'm an enunciation freak. I never allowed vocal laziness. I taught them that. I was so strict. And many of them are very thankful now. Every now and then I get an email or one reaches out to me that did a commercial or is in a stage presentation or in a film or in some kind of commercial or something. Years later, they think about the guy that was very, very strict with them. I wasn't the fun teacher. It was funny. I can imagine kids thinking, oh my gosh, my parents paid for this, paid to have a guy be strict with me. I was very strict. Very strict. But it paid off. Here's another win for sanity, clarity, and reason. Dear George, I know you get a lot of letters, but I just wanted to let you know how positive of an impact your morning talks have had on me and the now fiance. With your assistance, I left the MGTOW swamp and have found a quality woman who wants to build with sanity, clarity, and reason. All the best to you. And he sent a picture of himself and his fiance. Sanity, clarity, and reason. He got that. He internalized it. Finding a woman who wants to build. Huge, huge success right there. Big win. A big win. Not just a sexy woman, a hot woman, a woman with a great body. Oh, she's so pretty. She wants to build. The highest compliment that someone can pay me is that I found a woman who wants to build. Better yet, I bet you he attracted her. When he changed his mindset, it started bringing in a different kind of woman. I guarantee it. Ladies, are you a woman that wants to build? Men, do you want to build, or do you just want to... Let me put it this way. If you just want to do this, then you'll end up with really nothing of value. But if you want to build, you will end up with this. That's the beautiful thing. When I'm with you, it doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing. I'm with you, and that's all that matters. Time passes much too quickly when we are together laughing. I wish I could sing it to you. I wish I could sing it to you. The band Chicago, that's from the song Beginnings, 1969. Phenomenal. Sorry, Republican Party, GOP. You can forget about donations from me. And those of you who are Republicans, you're getting emails and letters in the mail about send all you can, $5, $10, $100, $1,000 to support this candidate or that person, or help me as I fight this or that in the Senate or in Congress. Can you hear this? Let me turn it up for you. You will never get another penny from me, Republican Party. Do you hear me? Never. You couldn't stand up for the best president that this country ever had for a whole 4 years, especially during this fraudulent year. And now you want money? Are you kidding me? You actually have the balls to email me and send me letters saying you want money? You made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it. We won't stand for you because you didn't stand for the person that we voted for. Republican Party, you are dead to me. Democrat Party, you are dead to me. Let's hear it for the independents, the independent thinkers, the independent voters. No more political parties. No more. Parties are soulless, dead, deadly creatures. They're vampires that just suck the blood out of you. Hey, George, tell me how you really feel about political parties. Don't forget to sign up at georgebruno.com for my newsletter. I will be cranking out a second email this weekend. You'll really like what I have to share. There's things that I'll share in the newsletters. Emails. I just call them emails. It's my email to you. There's things that I will be sharing in my emails that I'm not talking about during the Daybreak show. There will be things that are edgy. There will be things that are different. There will be interesting little deals, any offers that are made to me that I can pass on to you. Things that will improve your life. That's what this show is about. The ministry of this show is about improving your life. You know what ministry means? Serving. That's all it means, serving. So this is meant to enrich and serve you. I wrote yesterday, I said, when messaging or emailing me, please include a picture of yourself so I know who I'm corresponding with. I get 80 to 100 messages a day. That's a lot of... You don't get that much email in a week, most of you. I get that every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I don't get tired of it. I just can't respond to everybody. But you have no idea in the past 5 years how many anonymous people have written me. Like, I get an email. It's written as if a woman is writing it, and it's a smart-ass, wise guy breaking my balls about something. And I'm just tired of responding to anonymous trolls. So, better yet, send a video. if you can. That's what I say. And that cuts down on the nonsense, because when you have this many followers, I have, what, 161,000 followers. When you have this many followers from all over the world, even the people that don't like you email you and try to prank you. It just happens all the time. I'm used to it by now. This is not a new phenomenon. So when I email back to you, if I have the opportunity to do so, I love seeing who I am talking to. It's so important. A lot of creepers out there. When you put yourself out there, it's interesting. You never start seeing the haters. I've been telling a lot of people this who have new YouTube channels. You don't start seeing haters till about 1,000 subscribers. About 1,000 to 2,000, somewhere in there. And then it hits hard. And then you're in shock that someone can actually talk to you like that or use that language with you. And a lot of people will just freak out and don't do anything, or they get scared, or they quit. If I get a chance to, I hit back 10 times harder. Someone says, I followed you for calm and stoicism, and I can't believe how you react. That's because I hit back 10 times harder. Do not confuse calm and stoicism with being a punching bag, with being a victim, with taking any shit, because I don't. I don't. Now, at my age, I'm too old to fight. When I was younger, I was way too quick to do this. Way too quick. Now, I mean, I can't whoop your ass now, but I can whoop your mind. And that's all that really matters. I say that jokingly. So, out of 80 to 100 messages that come to me, 10% could be from trolls, possibly. But for those that want to grow and go deep, I hear the stories. I read about the pain. I read about the sleepless nights. I read about the injuries. I read about the deaths. I read about the dark times. Been there. I've been there. And that's why you write me. And I live to tell about it. And I love to tell you, write that down. I am alive. I will survive. You've heard me say that before. There's a man watching this right now whose wife this week said, I don't want to be married to you anymore. That man doesn't know what to do or where to go. I'm the only guy that he can talk to. He finds me, accidentally finds me, and he feels like I'm speaking directly to him. That's no accident. That is no accident. There's a woman out there. You just caught your husband cheating. You had a child that died, an engagement that broke up, and you accidentally found my channel. You're a new widow. You accidentally found my channel. There's no accidents. You, miss, are supposed to be here with me. And if I could reach through the camera to all of you and take your hand, firmly hold it and say, follow me, I am absolutely convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that you will receive some type of help, healing, and encouragement from being with me. That is what I live for. I wake up thinking, who can I encourage today? Wednesday, I saw a guy. Passed him in a hallway at work. He says, is that George behind that mask? I said, it sure is. How are you doing? And I said his name. And he goes, good. And I reached out my hand, and he gave me a fist. I said, I don't do fists, I shake hands. And he smiled, and we shook hands. I said, how are you? Happy New Year to you. And he shared some things. I said, well, maybe I'll see you next week. I'm gone for the rest of this week, but maybe I'll see you next week. He says, I would love that. I said, all right, you have a great day and Happy New Year. He says, you too. Listen to this. He said, thanks for talking to me. Now, backstory on this. This man is incarcerated for his whole life. He'll never see the light of day because he murdered his family 25 years ago. Mentally ill, on drugs. I don't know that part of the story. All I know is that his family is no longer here because of him. Did he see the light? I don't know. I don't know. I don't go that deep. But he said, thank you for talking to me. Do I believe he should be out in public? Mm-mm. Do I believe he should be behind bars or worse? Mm-hmm. I do. Do I believe what he did was the most evil that a human being can do? Mm-hmm. I do. One of the hardest things for me to understand, and I probably came to this realization probably about 25 years ago, so I'm 60, I was about 35. And I read about justice and mercy going hand in hand. And boy, did I fight that, because I was the guy that was like, lock him up and throw away the key. The heck with life sentences. Just take him out back and shoot him, and pro-death penalty and all this. And I am pro-death penalty for people that are guilty, not for people that are innocent. But man, you better make sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they are guilty. Jesus himself was kind and compassionate to the worst of the worst criminals. One of the accusations against Jesus, the man Jesus, was that he hangs out with prostitutes and tax collectors and the bad people. Imagine that tax collectors were bad people. Interesting, right? But that's what they accused him of. Hung out with a band of raggedy criminals and bad people. And he talked about visiting people in prison. As a guy who is a firm believer in justice, think about this. If you're a justice person, you can still show God's mercy to people and extend his mercy to people even if they are clearly guilty and are convicted. Justice and mercy go hand in hand. This gentleman got justice. I can't do anything else to make him pay for his crime. That's been done by the criminal justice system. What can I offer him? The only thing I can offer him is mercy. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird to be friendly with someone who murdered? I didn't say be friends. I did not say be friends with him. I said be friendly with someone who's a murderer. That's transformative to you when you do that. That's why I'm such a strong believer in prison ministry. It's weird. It's really weird, but transformative. Has anyone ever heard of the condition called wheat belly? I've been reading about wheat belly, and I've always had issues with my midsection. I would say from like my rib cage down to my hips. That's where I kind of get soft and rounder. A lot of men get that. But I'm finding that there is a condition called wheat belly, and it's from eating carbs made with flour from genetically modified wheat. Now, some people say, oh, that's just an excuse for those who are fat. They come up with a new name to excuse you from your behavior. I get that. I'm the first one to jump on that. But apparently, genetically modified wheat can increase your visceral fat, which is the fat like around your belly button, and give you a puffy look, kind of like a beer belly look. Do you know anything about that? I've been reading about that. If you know anything, put your answer down below. I'd love to hear about that. And someone said that I should buy heirloom wheat, grind my own wheat to make my own flour, and then bake my own bread. Seems like a lot of work, doesn't it? Have you ever done it? Tell me about it. Put some links or something if you've done that. I'd love to hear what your experience is. If you want to write me or send me a quick little video telling me about it, that would be awesome as well. And if you write something to me and you want to remain confidential, you can just say confident. This is confidential. Okay? Because there's many times where I will share a picture or a portion of a letter. And make it clear that it's confidential. And I can assure you that I will be the only one who sees it and reads it. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I won't see you tomorrow. I'm writing the second email to you tomorrow, and probably we'll do a special video or two over the weekend, probably conversations and interviews. And I'll see you Monday morning on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.